Yo, what's going on YouTube? So I decided I would show one of the snakes that I have in my house. So this is, I'll maneuver her around in a little bit, but this is a pastel ball python. And they're probably going to be one of the more popular snakes that you will see in the hobby. I would wager that most people that get into the reptile industry or into the snake hobby start off with the ball python. There's a lot of reasons. One of the reasons is they're called ball pythons for a reason. Whenever they're nervous, there we go, they'll actually ball up as a defense mechanism, and they'll wrap their body into a tight ball, and they'll kind of have their nose and their eyes peeking out just to see what's going on. But they're very, very nervous. So right now, I just pulled her out, so she's still kind of getting used to me. But one of the other reasons is the ball python is going to be one of the more commonly bred snakes. So there's currently over 4,000 different types of morphs. Now a morph in a snake is going to be another word for pattern or color. So there's over 4,000 different varieties of ball pythons, and it's all based on the different patterns and the different colors. So pastel, it just means that she's going to be more of a bright high yellow in her pattern and her coloration. Typically a normal ball python is going to be more like a caramel color, brown with a lot of black, a lot of dark hues. So the cool thing with her genetics is that anytime you breed a pastel ball python with another ball python of a different morph, it usually brings out those colors. So because of that, ball pythons are heavily bred because there's so many varieties. With the right combination, you could have 10 different types of eggs that are laid, and you could have 10 different types of ball pythons. That's very uncommon, but it's a possibility, and people get excited about it. Now, contrary to a lot of people that breed ball pythons or sell ball pythons say, I do not recommend this as a beginner snake. So even though their temperament's they're pretty mellow, they're very picky eaters, whether it's if they're not in a good space, they don't eat. If they're too nervous, they won't eat. If it's too cold, they won't eat. If it doesn't smell right, if it's not the right size. Whenever they switch locations, so whenever we sell a ball python, we have to tell people expect for there to be a 2 to 3 week gap where your snake will not eat. Very normal. So I don't recommend them as a starter snake or reptile, but they are very pretty. They're very beautiful. We'll do a little, there we go. And you can see those pits, right? That was a reaction. She's head shy. That wasn't a strike, but you can see those pits at her nose right there. So that's going to be essentially like a heat sensor, and she's flicking her tongue in and out. Snakes will pull their tongue back into what's called their Jacobson's gland, and that allows them to process their surroundings, what exactly is around them, what temperature it's at. Just gives them information. But yeah, check out that pattern. Super beautiful. I'm not sure how old this one is. She was actually a buddy of mine. His name's Matt. It was his snake. And he brought her into the shop for us to take care of and for me to keep. So if you have any questions about ball pythons or snakes in general, let me know. And again, if you like seeing these videos and learning about these animals, please drop a like, subscribe, all that stuff. I'll try to incorporate more animals in these videos because obviously I'm around a lot of them, so it'd be a good opportunity to show them off and teach and learn. So have a good night. Talk to you tomorrow.